Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. This is Ralph Phillips. How's everybody doing? Going to jump right into this all 22 today. We ended up watching some Tez Johnson yesterday. Tez, a 165 pounder. Interesting things we saw from him was ball security issues. Let me see. He had one dropped pass that was right in his hands. It's a beautiful pass. And then we had a fumble. He fumbled once. So he's got some ball issues. Now, granted, we only watched the first quarter of a game. But just from that little bit, here's what we took away. We've got, he does not like contact. He avoids contact, doesn't block, and gets out of the way of being tackled. He's shifty, though. He's got that shifty speed. And because he doesn't like contact, he tries to avoid getting tackled. So that's a good thing. Not playing around today. Yeah, we're jumping right into this preseason all 22. The news from the Bucs today, Teddy Bridgewater, our backup quarterback that we just got 9 days ago, will be playing. And will be playing Saturday against the Steelers. Who won't be playing is Aaron Rodgers for the Steelers. We're not going to see Aaron Rodgers. So apparently they're not going to play their starters. I think we had talked about that yesterday. So the Buccaneers are going to be playing their starters, except Mike Evans. He's not going to start, which why would he? You know, him and Levante David definitely don't need to be starting. And they are not going to start Aaron Rodgers and most of their veterans. So did I get the strike situated? MH, what's up, man? Oh, no, I did not. I'm still kind of up in the air about what to do with that. You know, I think it's going to be an issue all year. I haven't contacted any of the other creators to see if they've been getting hit with it too. But you know, they did it a couple times last year. So don't know what the deal is. So they're gonna do it on this video too, probably. And I just got to decide whether I'm okay with that or if I want to fight it or whatever. Got to figure something out. But anyhow, until we figure that out, we're just going to keep going. Keep on keeping on. Trask looked decent against a bad defense. From what I've seen, I was not too impressed with this play. The all 22 we watched so far, I really wasn't impressed with anybody on our offense so far. The offensive line did not look good in pass protection. We're just now starting to get into some run blocking and everything. Trask threw a couple balls that were a little off. But, you know, he didn't look horrible. Really, the only player that's looked bad so far has been 72, Haggard. And Heck hasn't looked too great either. But Haggard has had he's had a rough time, man. Well, you know, they did that last year, MH, where they brought in a bunch of content creators. And not me, I wasn't one of them. The NFL did, and they gave them what's called access content, where they had access to NFL footage that they could use in their videos. They didn't have to pay a licensing fee, and they wouldn't have to worry about getting a strike or anything. And they also, Brett Coleman was one of them. They also brought them to like the training camps and the combine and stuff like that, and had them there letting them film stuff. I was like, come on, man. I want to do that stuff too. I don't think I do. I don't want to be access media. You know, me and Molly talked about that for probably the first year that we did our podcast, whether we wanted to go that route. I like being independent. I don't want to be worried about saying anything and losing access. You know, I just want to be able, it'd be nice to be able to go to these events and everything, but I don't want to be like under their thumb. I can turn my gain down a little bit. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Sibilance. Much better. Had my game up too high from when I had the microphone hanging. Y'all like my bluey shirt? This is what happens when you become a dad. You know, wearing crap like this. The old heavy metal t-shirts are out. Bluey t-shirts are in. What's up, Craig? Where you been, man? Oh, I downloaded some All 22 with Green. Only got one game. I was only able to get access to one game, and it was Penn State, maybe? Who was it? Where? Yeah, I can't remember. So maybe we can watch some of that next week or something. Happy preseason football time, I know, right? It's so wild. You know, I'm a big fan of JT O'Sullivan. He's got a football channel called Quarterback School. Great stuff. I mean, you want to get into the mind of a quarterback. And he's funny too. He cracks me up with some of his stuff. But you could just definitely tell that, you know, this guy has lived and breathed watching football for a very large part of his life. But anyhow, I was watching YouTube the Tuesday night, and one of his videos popped up, and I was like, oh, I haven't watched him in a couple of months. I want to, you know, so I watched it, and I was like, I want to go in the comments and see what's going on. It was about Cam, the quarterback we played, Tennessee, Cam Ward. And I went to the comments, and they were all like, hey, welcome back. It's good to see you back, you know, preseason football. So, you know, you're back evaluating film. And I was like, did he take a break too? And I went and I looked, and he took a break almost exactly at the same time I did. And we both came back live the same time, same exact day. I was like, wow, it's almost like we planned it. Oh, there's also a new thing they started this year, the NFL did, called Access Content Legends, where ex-NFL players get access to all the stuff I was talking about previously. They get access to game film. They don't have to pay licensing fees, all that good stuff. And they get access to backstage and interviews and all that good stuff. JT O'Sullivan's one of them. And Brandon, I can't remember the guy's name. One of the original, he played with the Broncos. Mental health guy. Yeah, anyhow, he's one of them. So if you're an ex-NFL player, you got access to all their archival footage and stuff. Maybe I should just say I'm ex-NFL. Gary Gnu. We're like the Dr. Seuss up in here. Gary Gnu. What was Gary Gnu? Gnu. I know that. I gotta look it up now. I know. It's a Gary Gnu. Cartoon character. No GNUs is good GNUs with Gary Gnu. That's right. The Great Space Coaster. Man, that was a crazy show. I used to like Electric Company too. Big Electric Company fan. I liked it because it was the only place that had Spider-Man. I was a big Spider-Man fan growing up. Whose play reading ability is top tier? Ward? We have 72 wide receivers. I know. We went through them last night. We had 14 on the roster. Compared to what? Cleveland has 7. They had half as many as we did. They got 4 times as many quarterbacks, though. No Gnu's is good Gnu's with Gary Gnu. That was a crazy show. I've been on a nostalgia kick, Craig. Remember last year I was talking about getting back into the older music from the 70s and the 90s and the 80s. I've never done that before where I just really went back and dove back into it. I've always been, kept up with new music and everything. Yeah. But anyhow, now I'm doing it about everything. I'm actually writing down timelines, where I lived. I went and researched all the places I've ever lived, wrote them down, what years I lived there. I wrote down all the concerts I've been to. Here's a caveat to this, though. I only wrote down the concerts that I could specifically remember going to. There's a lot of concerts. I went to a lot of concerts. I lived down in Virginia Beach. They had a lot of concerts that were, open concerts on the beach and on the boardwalk and stuff like that. I'd go there and see bands, Huey Lewis and bands like that all the time. Don't remember many of them. And that's the thing. I don't remember a lot of concerts. I remember, I know I've seen AC/DC. I just don't remember, if you know what I'm saying. I don't remember specifically any specifics of it. A lot of concerts like that, I just don't really remember much. So I only wrote down the concerts I remembered specifically, that I could specifically remember details about the concert. Let me see, I've been writing down relationships I've had, friends and all that good stuff. So I've been wanting to work on an autobiography just to, give to my kids, basically. And this has been something I've been wanting to do. And over the past year, I've started doing it. And I got into it by, kind of going back and making a playlist of all the music I liked from my youths. But now, Craig, every time I listen to Nutshell, I think of you. Yeah, man, bonding song. You still worried about the quarterback group? I was telling everybody the other day that I really like Benjamin Morrison. I watched his college game film. He's great. Fantastic at man coverage. Probably the best I've ever seen. I watched a full year of tape on him, and a wide receiver did not get separation on him once in man coverage. Zone, he was a little but man coverage, incredible. I've never seen a cornerback like that. Rampage, what's up, man? Yeah, doing fantasy this year. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got to do the fantasy. I forgot all about that, Rampage. Oh, man, I'm glad you said something. Ooh, I need to get on top of that. I'm traveling up to Virginia for a draft party with my other fantasy league. Man, I got to get that going. I am glad you said something. It'll probably come up in my to-do list this week. It'll probably, because I probably scheduled it. But I'm glad you said something. I was not impressed with Jacob Parrish watching him in college, but on the preseason game, we've seen a couple things where I was like, yeah, I like that. But Morrison, I don't even know if he'll make the field. He's injured now. If he's not going to practice, he's not going to make the field. Yeah, Henderson. I'd love to get Henderson. Tom. Well, Rosie Palmer, that's your relationship status. We have a healthy Winfield this year until Monday. He got a lower leg injury. He hasn't practiced. I don't know if he was at practice today. They practice at Pittsburgh. Oh, JJ Roberts got carted off the field today. Looks like it might be serious too. Right. Yeah, that's the thing, Rampage. Don't know if Morrison could stay healthy. He's not looking good so far. I listen to it all the time, Craig, and I just belt it out. It's one of those songs you can't not sing to. So my daughter knows it word for word. I think Morrison was healthy at the beginning of training camp, and then he got hurt like a week into it. Yeah, the captain of my fantasy league, my money league, uh, he called me and left a voicemail, and I didn't get back to him for like 4 days. And he was like, "Man, we're having a party. You coming? I need the RSVP." I was like, "Sure, why not?" I've been wanting to go back up there and him. Right, Rampage? Yeah, he had a foot injury last year. He had a knee injury last year, and he was out for like 4 games each time. And then now he's got a lower leg injury or lower body injury. I'm like, oh man, is this going to be a thing with him? Yeah, that's a lot of people were saying JJ Roberts has been doing really good, and it looks like he's going to be out for a while. That is the information I've seen. I don't have any inside information, but just reading the tea leaves, it doesn't look good. I know, Rampage. We were talking about that the other day. I looked up. We don't have a single player that played 100% of the snaps last year. We had two that played the year before, and they were both offensive linemen. But, uh, we don't. So that means it's been a year since we've had anybody play 100% of the snaps, and we just seem to have way too many injuries. I went through all the injuries, the injured reserves last year, and read them off. Uh, I want to say we had like 17 players last year. It's ridiculous. I don't know what's going on, but it does seem like, and I'm going to do a analysis, compare us to the rest of the league, because it just seems like we just get way too many guys that are injured all the time. And it might just be every fan thinks that their team gets screwed by the refs. It might be that thing too, where we just feel like, oh gosh, we always have injured players every year, but it does. It just seems like, and it's only been really, I feel, in the past 4 or 5 years. Yeah, we got 5 doctors. Doctors. Probably. Yeah. All right, y'all ready to finish watching some of this all 22? I got it queued up. I really want to keep an eye on okay, on Parrish. Um, Also Sanders, he did. I like that one pressure he got that hit. Who else we looking at? I was so unimpressed with Tez yesterday when we looked at that all 22. He has got some shifty speed. But I think 80% of that is that he just doesn't like getting tackled, which is a good thing, I guess. He doesn't like physical contact. So I think I don't even know if he's going to make the team, man. That ball security is really an issue. But not being physical, you know, I think we like physical wide receivers, and he's just not it. Wide receiver, running back, yeah, yeah, I'm happy with them. I really liked, was it Wright that came in after Tucker? Owen Wright. He looked just like Sean Tucker. I don't know what's going on with Rashad White. I was so shocked to see him in that game. I felt kind of sad because I was like, oh man, he's been bumped down to the second stringer. You got to be, he's got to be pissed or upset anyhow. He was the only starter from last year out there. And he's been good for us. I like I like rewarding guys. I feel like he's getting the bad end of the stick. You're probably right there, Tom. Yeah, Tez looked very weak to me, very weak, very fragile, but his is avoiding any type of physical contact. That bothers me. Rampage, that's what I thought too. But then when we've gotten through, I think this is the second offensive series we watch. They do not look good, especially 72 Haggard. Oof, he's looking rough. And Charlie Heck's not looking good either. But I would say there's anybody on the offensive line that's been playing well so far. But we are early into the thing. But I thought that too when I watched the game. I was like, oh, offensive line did pretty good, considering. But then we watched, like the first play, Haggard got totally spun around, landed on his knees, and then tried to block from his knees backwards. We were like, what? It was pretty rough. Yeah, edge rush. Yeah, I'm not sold on um Hassan Riddick. Y'all know that. I wasn't. I don't think he's going to be horrible, but I don't think if he's going to be the guy. LMH, we just picked up this guy from San Francisco, Tyler McLeland. He's right tackle, but I like him. I watched some game footage of him as soon as we got him, and I was like, ooh, I like this guy. I'm going to do a little video on him, so I don't want to spoil why I like him, but y'all could probably guess why I like him. We're going to see Bridgewater Saturday. He's going to play after Baker Mayfield, probably. Linebacker room. Yeah, worried about that. Very worried about that. With all those things you said, MH, age, rookie guys, injuries. And they all got injured last year. Oh my gosh. MH, yeah, well, during the game, I watched Braswell every time he was on the field. That's who I focused on. He didn't do nothing. Nothing. They kept him out there through the whole first half and I think into the third quarter. And, because they're like, they want him to show them something, I think. And he didn't. Yeah, now I like Yaya. I think Yaya is going to have a good year this year. All right. I don't have down and distance information, so we just have to wing it. Look at this. Who's that going into motion? I think we saw this play. Boom. Is that Ryan Miller blocking on the outside? Okay, here we go. 5 wide. No, 4 wide. 3 by 1. And man, that's a tight window. What's he doing? Oh, this is ugly. He's got 44 open down here. Why is he not taking that? Why? It looks like he's throwing here. Ugh. It must be 3rd down. That's what their defense looks like. They're protecting the sticks. Is he going to catch this? Jump, hit. Looks like he caught that, don't it? Oh, yeah, that's Ron Miller. That was good. Trash just chunked this, man. He was like, I don't care. Oh, he got whooped. Woof. Good read by 79, though. Come on, get over there and help a little bit. Oh, 72 is getting beat again, man. I tell you what, Haggard is not looking good. 75 got whooped here. That was a nice move by whoever that is. Boom. Great hand work. Whoa. Thank goodness for 79. Elijah Klein. Did anybody know he was going to be the center? I had no idea. I didn't even know he played center. Oh, man. Who was that? Is that Heck? No. Is that Chikwamba? Yeah, Chikwamba. He got turned around. Ooh, that was a rough series by the offensive line there. 79 did a good job, though. All right, 3 by 1 again. Trask kept it. Don't know why. Was this an option? I had to say, yeah, well, it wasn't a bad choice, really. He's got a lot of room over here. I don't know why he didn't pick up more yardage. Oh, 75, dude. This is rough. I'm telling you, it did not look this bad on the television. How did that guy get out there so quick? Oh, you couldn't really see him. Okay. He's in there, but he's not being blocked by anybody. So he's up tight, but he's not in the scrum. Okay. So then he pops out. It's a good play by 51 there. Because that could have gone for a little bit of yardage. All right. Okay, you got check downs. Boom. Definitely don't try this. Don't try this. Don't try this. This one, maybe. This one, definitely. What's he going to do? He looks like he's winding up or something, don't it? No? Okay, good call. Oh, he just stopped. Why did he do that? Now, I saw right here, this guy almost gets to Trask. So let's see what happens. Chumbawamba. Oh, okay. No, he didn't get to Trask. He didn't even come close. Chumbawamba threw him to the ground like that. Okay. 72 kind of holding his own over there. '75 was looking for work. That's good. Not a good pass. It was behind him. Okay. Good read by Trask, but not the best pass. All right. 2 by 2. We got 87 is out there blocking now. My boy Payne, Major Payne. Where'd the ball go? Okay, Tucker's got it. Now, Rashad White's already been hurt. He's out. Okay, good job there, 70. Chumbawamba throwing another guy. Tucker, what are you doing? Why doesn't he go this way? Penalty. Don't know what that penalty is. Probably holding on Chumbawamba. Yeah, he just grabs that dude and throws him down. He did too. Right there. Think 60 looks good? That's Mike Jordan, San Francisco guy. Another San Francisco guy. How many? We poached 3 or 4 players from San Francisco. They're having a fire sale over there. Yeah, it was definitely a hold. Good blocking. I like it. Oh, okay. I see why he cut in. See, it's so much of a different look from this perspective. Like when you're looking at it here, you're like, oh yeah, he can't go this way. You know, he's got this guy. From the sideline angle, you can see there's room to go that way, but he just figures he's gonna try and cut in there. I get it. Makes sense. Still working with this new drawing software. It acts up on me sometimes. Yeah, I don't remember calling 60's name out as doing anything bad, so. Craig. Preseason football is like finding nudie pics if you're on. Oh, that's horrible. Woo! All my aunts are dead, but I don't know if I'd want to see any of them naked. Oh, that's hilarious. That's funny. Oof. I got to tell Molly that one. 81. We got a screen going. Who is this blocking for him? Hope it's not Egbuka. That's a pretty good block. It's 18. That's a Jarrett, right? Yeah, Raheem Jarrett. Pretty decent block. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Get that block. Get that block. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Good stuff. Not perfect, but I like it. Man, I love blocking. Love me some good blocking. How about that blocking scheme they had earlier? That was very cool. I didn't mark that. I should go back and mark that. I think it was in the first offensive series. Yeah, this is the same kind of screens we were doing last year. So I say this offense is going to be almost exactly like last year's offense, except we're going to do more vertical stuff, apparently. And I'm anxious to see if we're going to do the quarterback handoff razzle dazzle stuff that we did with Liam, because I really like that. That was good stuff. Baker was really good at it. But this type of a screen is definitely from last year. You're pulling the whole right side of the line is going out way over here to block. I like those center screens we were doing last year, center of the field screens. Those were cool, man. I like those. We did a lot of innovative screens last year, and I liked it. Rakeem laid out. Remember, he got laid out on that kickoff. He's getting manhandled out here. Yeah, who was the number 2 pick? Jacob Parrish, right? I know Todd loves Braswell, and I just don't understand it, man. But I didn't understand why he kept Devin White as long as he did. I don't understand what the Logan Hall fascination with is. Ooh, that's a nice pass. Come on, get it in there. Oh, a little low. Oof. It's a scary pass, too. I like to see our receivers run with a little bit more oomph on their routes. Is that Culp? Can't see the number. What? Looks like a 2. I think that's Culp. Kind of not a whole lot of oomph there in that route. I'd like to have seen him try to pull this guy away a little bit. He didn't sell it at all. That was a tough pass. That could have been a disaster, but worked out pretty good. Good catch, Ryan Miller. Ooh, good block. Is that Owen Wright? Sure is. Uh-oh. That's a great read. Great block, too. I mean, he ended up in the lap of the quarterback, but still. He took him head on. He got lifted off the ground, too. Good read, though. He saw him right here. Immediately went over there. All right, what's 60 doing? Nothing, okay. Boom. 72. We got 3 guys on this guy right here. He must be special. And then Chumbawamba's out there. Y'all remember that band? Who were they? From the 80s, right? Chumbawamba. Every time I see Chukwuma's name, that's what I think of. Chumbawamba. One hit wonder, right? Now, see, I love preseason games. A good run. Good run. Let me go back. Is that where he was supposed to run? Was this an outside? Who do we got blocking out there? Rakeem Jarrett and Trey Palmer. Okay, and who is that runs out there? Is that? No. This was supposed to go this way. So let's see if he gets a block in. He's not originally supposed to block. I don't know why he's going way downfield. No, that's all Sean Tucker there, man. That was all Sean Tucker. Good run. Man, he's got some quick old speed. Let me look at this again. He got outside on that edge. That cornerback or defender was out there ready for him. It was at 35. Yeah, right there, 35. And then he just turns that corner quick. I like Sean Tucker. He runs with purpose. Why are you upset with me? Oh, Morris was number 2. Parrish was 3rd. Okay. I did not see what happened there. I was too busy trying to catch up with Chap. Boom. Yeah, good block by 80. Good job. Oh, what happened to 75 there? Ooh, he falls on 72. Who falls? Okay, good job 60. Good job 79. Good job 80. Yeah, 80. Who's 80? Jaden Smith. Good job. He's a lanky fellow too. He's awful tall. Man, Tucker though, man, he hit that edge with some speed. Craig, yeah, that was kind of the purpose of doing the draft call-in shows. Kind of a test run for the season. Like I want to do it on like Mondays after the game so people can call in and vent or give praise, whatever the case may be. That's the plan anyhow, but you know me and plans. I haven't seen nothing out of Braswell. Not at all. And that's kind of the same way I was with Logan Hall. Now, last year he had some decent plays, and I think he had 2 good games. But before that, I mean, every year he's just been like, I'm like, why do we even have that guy? His first year was bad, real bad. I mean, he was confused, didn't know what was going on. Guys were running past him. He was turned the wrong way. He was looking in the wrong direction constantly. Getting thrown to the ground. Boom. Okay, we're leaving 50 unblocked over here. Boom. Down blocking to the right. Trying to get up behind 70. Okay, so I'm going to say outside zone. It looks like it might have been inside. He popped out, but definitely zone. So, decent blocking. There was just really nowhere to go. Look at that formation. Going heavy. Hey, Keefe. Man, we got Keefe. Is that Major Payne? Ryan Miller. Is he going to run there? It's boxed. They got it boxed up. We don't have the numbers. I don't even know where he should go here. I'm just looking at this. I just run it like they drew it up. Straight up the middle. Boom. Nope. Oh, that's right. I remember this. Didn't they give it to him like 3 times in a row? He eventually gets it in. Okay, he goes behind 79, right? Yeah. We couldn't get off that block. 75. Let me see. Who is... I think we got mixed up with the blocking scheme here. I think 70. Chabwamba is supposed to come over here. 75 is supposed to hit and then pop out and hit here. And I think instead 70 goes this way. I think. And he steps in that direction, but then he decides to engage with this guy. So 75 can't get out and block him. Nobody gets out and blocks him. Koki. Gotta love him. We're going heavy again. Give it to him on the left side. Do it. Do it. Oh, follow Koki. Okay, he's supposed to go right here. Right there. Does he do it? Yep. Oh, get in there. Get. Give it to him. Just give it to him. They're going to limit Baker this year with the run game? Booyah. Good block there, Ryan Miller. Or no, that's Kokeef. Good block, Kokeef. He finally got one. And then Tucker just used his legs to get in on that one. All right, let's watch some defense. Gotti, what's up, man? Did you hear Gotti? JJ Robert got hurt today. Carted off the field in practice. He was running as a gunner on the kickoff and just collapsed. Not sure what happened. It's what I've heard. And they think it's going to be just the preliminary stuff is he's going to be out for a while. Future Hall of Famer Ryan Miller, though. He was lighting it up in this preseason game, man. Oh, a split screen commercial? Yeah, that's pretty cool, Tom. I hope so too, LMH, but for the life of me, I don't know what they saw in Braswell. You know, there's just, I haven't seen nothing. I mean, he's not good at the run. He's not good at the pass rush. He'll like engage with blockers, and then that's all he does is he just engages with them. He doesn't have any moves. You know, he doesn't have the strength. You know, it doesn't look like he's really trying that hard either. I don't know. I just don't know what the deal is. Don't know what they saw in him. I would love to hear it, though. Man, I was like, man, this guy's wide open. No, that's our guy. Turned around, back to the quarterback, running down the field. This guy's wide friggin' open. What in the world are we doing? Okay, so this is man. It looks like man. Somebody gave up their man. Ooh, that's bad. This is bad. Okay. What is going on? He just gave him, he was running with him and then gave him up for this. Yeah, I mean, it could be zone. You know, I talk about it all the time, how we never carry through our zones. That's exactly what he did there. He carried through his zone and then, you know, picked up the guy coming into his zone. So I don't know if this was man or not. Let me see. Let me go back. Is this supposed to be cover 3? It might even be quarter. I can't even tell. This is a mess. This is preseason football. We got this guy covering nobody. This guy wide open. 3 guys covering this dude. Oof, okay. I don't even know who to get mad at here. He's definitely playing zone. So I bet it's one of these guys. One of these guys was supposed to drop back. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely preseason football. Man, that was tough. Okay, so who we got out there? Braswell? That was Braswell? Yeah, okay. Got to go back and look at this again. Okay, so Braswell's, okay, here. He's out here. He's out here and he drops back. Yeah. Yeah, it was him. He was supposed to drop back. Cover right here. Because that's where he's going over here. And then these were covered through. This guy actually does a really good job. You know, this is what we have been lacking, this type of coverage. You know, I mean, he carried his guy all the way through his zone and then released him and is carrying this guy back into his zone. And Braswell was supposed to be back here. Okay. Speak of the devil, Braswell. That would be my professional analysis, anyhow. Covering grass. Yeah, we got a lot of people covering grass here. that grass is not going to go anywhere with our guys. Garrett Green and Owen Wright aren't even in Madden. That's sad. Could we use the creamsicles in the Super Bowl? I don't think so. I don't know, and that's very interesting. I need to look into that. Uniform policy in the Super Bowl. If I remember correctly, the NFL actually gets to pick what uniforms, what teams use in the Super Bowl. They designate the home team, and they also designate, as a hold right there, what uniform they're going to wear. If I recall correctly, I remember reading that many years ago. That's a hold all day on, who is this, 45? Deion Jones. It's not the 45 we know and love, Devin White. Okay, so Jacob Parrish is 25. Where's he at on the field? That's Izian playing the middle of the field there. Who is 8? That's a Servassier Dennis right here. And then Braswell, Izian. I want to say that's Nelson. So who is this? $30. Okay, this is Parrish, right? 26. Is he 26 or 28? 25. He's 25. Okay, so is that him in the back? Okay, that's him back here. So this is Josh Hayes, 32. Real quick, I want to go back and look and see something. Wait, what is it? Oh, okay. Oh, so they were screwed up from the beginning. They didn't know what they were doing. Okay. I remember this play now. Because I thought they had 12 men on the field. And this guy acts like he's running off. And then he goes and starts doing some coverage. So they were all messed up. And I was spending way too much time on this play, but. Yeah, we were just messed up from the get-go. Okay, moving on. We've got two number 8s. We got a Servasier Dennis is number 8 and Connor Baziliak, one of our quarterbacks, is number 8. Basilak. They do this every year where we get double numbers. Good read there, 20. All right, not a fan of the tackling, but you got it. Is that Parrish? Can't see the number. No, that's 26. No. 29. Okay, that's easy. Yep, dropping Nelson. He's great in coverage. It's our best cornerback on the field. Ugh. I remember that. This is Parrish, right? Doesn't he do that big jump? Almost gets his hand on the ball. Josh Hayes back there. Not a fan of that coverage. All right, let's see some push up front. What do we got? Okay, Braswell, Nelson, Greg Gaines. Is that Greg Gaines? Nothing. 52. CJ Brewer. Ah. Is that Parrish? 20. Right here. Yeah, that's Parrish. He gets, was it hand fighting? No. No contact made. He just loses a step here. He got his legs crossed just a little bit. That's an impressive throw, not going to lie. I wouldn't have thrown it. Especially when you got this. But hey, you're trying to pick up some yardage. All right. God, are you still in here? Yeah. Okay. Hey, I wanted to say you did really good when you called in that time. You're kind of a natural, man. Good screen presence. I appreciate you calling in. That was fun. Did we see why? Anything up front? Boom, Braswell. See, here's what Braswell does. He just goes straight to the blocker, engages, and then doesn't do anything. Seen that so much from him. I don't get it. Anybody else doing anything? No. Nelson should be out there eating those guys alive, right? There's that preseason camera work, too. Cameraman's drunk. Does Braswell get this run stop here? Ooh, I like the way the linebackers are in synchronicity. I always like that. Oh. Yeah, JTS 2.0. Yep, you're 100% right, Rampage. I'm watching those linebackers. Doop, doop. Doop, doop. Okay. Okay, see. Yeah, he got the, that's because absolutely nobody blocked him. But at least, he made the tackle. I mean, I don't think anybody even stuck a hand out to act like they were going to block him. They fear him so little. They're like, I'm going to block this guy out here instead of him. just let him go right on by. Ooh. Damn. He gets crushed. At 26? He gets crushed here. Bam, bam. Oof. Eesh. Merriweather. All right, we're changing the defensive play. Before, he was definitely setting up to shoot back like that. Let's see what he does now. Oh, now he's going to go to this side. Yeah, he was. They switched this probably from cover 3 to cover 2, huh? Wonder who made that call. That looks like Tampa 2. Oh, man. This quarterback's getting full of himself. Nice read. Nice. That's nice. Who is that? Who was that? Because this is a really good offensive play for cover 2. You're trying to get it right here in the seam, between the zones. This guy reads it, man. I mean, generally you'll see these guys won't even follow back here. This is designed to where he's supposed to be thinking about picking up that guy because he's coming into his zone. But he was like, nope. I know what y'all trying to do. Who is that? I like that. 32. All right. Josh Hayes showing up. It's been 2 good plays by him. Yeah, they changed it up. Who was that? That's Servassier Dennis. Okay, he changed the play call. Right here. Right there, he's yelling it out. Savassier. Man. That's why he plays defense, right? That was a nice play. I like that. Oh, let me catch up with chat real quick. Yeah, we're talking Super Bowl, man. They just updated Madden to put take Pratt out and Teddy Bridgewater in. Y'all thinking Teddy Bridgewater's going to do anything? They said he was looking good today at practice. Yeah, I got to get a creamsicle jersey. But you know, I don't know if I want a white one. That's all they got, unless you of the 50th anniversary one. But I don't know. I think I need to get one with Baker Mayfield. Got about 10 more minutes here. Booyah. We haven't played man coverage a whole lot in this game. Shoop. Oh, man. Boy, did we see a lot of that last year. 25. Jacob Parrish just came over and clocked that guy. Good. He ain't scared to get physical. Yep. Look at that. Right in the middle of the field. You think he's going to take Trask's spot? From the sounds of it, Light and Bowles both are very interested in Bridgewater. I think they were talking about drafting him at some point or something. Or they tried to get him in free agency before we got Baker or something. I can't remember reading up on it, but I was like, dang, I didn't know they were that interested in Teddy Bridgewater. Who is that coming in? Braswell. Coming in with a shoulder. Let's do this. See what he got. Oh, that's a false start, 55. They didn't throw a flag for that? Braswell's wanting one. Look, he's pointing at him. Said, y'all saw him move, right? Refs are like, yeah, it's preseason though. We don't care. I mean, he like stands up before the ball is snapped. This wasn't a flinch. This was like a full-on stand-up. Look at that. And they didn't call this. Oh, my goodness. That's preseason for the refs, too. Boom. Man, y'all get off a block. Somebody get off a block. Oh, here we go. Nelson, of course. He gets off a block. Okay. It makes the tackle, right? Yep. Come on, guys. Rampage, it's good seeing you, brother. You've been enjoying your man cave? It looked nice. I was telling everybody about it the other day. Boom. Oh, man, Braswell, come on. Do something. It's so annoying. Look, he just engages with the blocker here. And that's it. That's the end of his story. Savassier swinging a dude. What's he doing here? Grabs him by the jersey and swings him around. Ooh. Okay. 97. Gotsis. Oh, man. How does this happen? Okay, now we're playing man. Oh, dude. That's Parrish. Gotta watch these. Yeah. Man. Nice progression by Cam. He went right through him, Saul. Who is this? Number 4. Just like he was supposed to. It's like perfect timing. Ah. Dang it. It's like I'm watching this game for the first time. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, Braswell, do something. Boom. I see 26. He gets blocked up, but he immediately gets off his block. Doesn't help any, but Savassier comes in. Who is that? 20. Okay, Izzy, and he comes in. Boom. Boom. 93. That's at who's 93? He come flying in. Laid a lick on him. Eric Banks. Another San Francisco player. All right. Boom. Oh, who is that? Good job. 29. Bad tackle. You go for the ankles. What are you doing? What does Braswell do? It's over here on his side. He gets blocked up again by. Is this a? Oh, is this guy a running back or what? This is twice now he's blocked Braswell. Easy and should have tackled this guy for real, not this dragging around the ankles, alligator roll crap. He had him too, man. He could have stuck him. Parrish got taken to the ground by 77. He sacrificed himself, though. He saw it coming. He's like, I'm going to clog up this hole anyhow with your body and mine. Boom. Okay. All right. So I think we're in the second quarter anyhow. I might have to live stream again tomorrow so we can get through this footage before the next one rolls out. Woo. Liking Josh Hayes' play. He's looking pretty good. Parrish, little green, but he's out there trying. Um, Savasier looks like he's doing all right. Braswell, nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not seeing anything from Gaines or Brewer or Adam Gotsis. Eric Banks had a little try. But anyhow, I'm not seeing anything's popping out really. If I had to pick somebody that has stood out, I'd say Josh Hayes. He had two decent plays. Offensively, so far, offensive line has picked up a little bit. I'd say Klein's done a pretty good job at center. Ryan Miller's done good. Of course, we saw that during the game. Ooh. Oh, and Sean Tucker. Yeah, I think Sean Tucker's done real good. And that Owen White with that block, I was kind of impressed with that. You know, it's rare if you see a rookie. Or he's not a rookie, is he? Is Owen White a rookie? Oh no, he was with Baltimore. Okay. Free agent, undrafted free agent. Okay, so that would explain why he was so physical there. Okay. Oh, you started school already, Rampage? Man, we're starting Monday. I was going to start this Monday, but we just weren't ready. Tom, Rampage, I already gave y'all's props. I haven't been able to talk to Gotti. I told him to send me an email. He never did. Y'all did great, man. Wasn't impressed with that tackle there at the end there, Tom. He came in blazing. I thought for sure he was going to lay that running back out and ended up alligator rolling him. I hate the alligator roll tackles. I hate them. Hate them. I remember when they came into vogue. Seattle was doing them. Steve Carroll was teaching his guys that crap. I was like, ooh, boo. I'll, I'll send you some flowers, Rampage. No, man, I thought y'all did great. I was loving it. Well, hopefully I'll be more involved and on top of things next draft. I'll kind of know more, be more engaged, you know. I didn't know. I didn't know anything. I watched some game film and had some picks. But yeah, y'all had an encyclopedic knowledge of these guys. I was like, man, how do y'all remember all of them? I can't. I have a hard enough time remembering just the players on our team, let alone across the league. You know that guy? He was with the Raiders, the one who they just let him go because he tried to kiss another player. Apparently, he's been in the league for like 5 years or something. And he's a good player. I had no idea who he was. Had no idea. I was like, whoa, this guy he was like talked about for years. And he talked about it. He was at Clemson and, you know, he was like a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. And then he went to Miami and he was killing it there. And then apparently had a rivalry with their quarterback, you know. All this stuff. I'm like, I have no idea who this guy is. How do I not know this? I can't keep up with it, man. It's hard enough for me to keep up with my own team. Mid-February, I'm actually Rampage. I'm actually trying to keep up with it now. I'm like following guys just to give myself a little bit of a head start. Send the flowers to Heather. It'll be the first time. Molly sent me a thing where this wife was upset that her husband didn't remember Valentine's Day and didn't get her anything, but he wrote a poem about his favorite football team. She said that to me. I was like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I thought Gotti did pretty well. He a good screen presence. A lot of guys when they get on camera, they kind of freeze or have a hard time expressing themselves. He did very well. I kind of felt like I was like, has he done this before? Oh, that's the secret. You got to take notes. Yeah. That's one thing I like about the current Buccaneers team, Rampage, is previously, for the previous decade, everybody started talking about the draft in like October, November. Now we don't even, it's not till like like you said, like February. It used to be so annoying when, like Computer Report and all those guys would start putting out mock drafts in October because we're doing so bad. Haven't had that problem in the past few years. Yeah, I got to get all that stuff going, Rampage. Definitely. I'm glad you brought it up. I'm sure it's going to come up in my Todoist app. I had this. I'm sure I've scheduled it to remind me to get to work on that. But, oof, man, I tell you, this has been a busy year. So many projects. All right, I got to get off here. Got some McDonald's waiting for me. Guys, I appreciate it, man. Y'all always make my day. And Rampage, it was good seeing you, brother. Glad you could make it. Craig, same to you. MH, everybody. Tom. Gotti. Yeah, I think we got a real good shot at winning the division again as well. I really do. I think we've gotten better. We talked about it yesterday. If our offense stays the same or, it can even decrease a little bit, but our defense steps it up, yeah, we'll have it in the bag. That was our biggest issue last year was our defense. Secondary just crap in the bed every game. Yeah, fries and cookies, man. You know it. Got me a Big Mac too. Yeah, so I'll probably be back on tomorrow night. We'll try and get through some more of this all 22. I don't know if we'll be able to make it all the way through, but there's too much stuff I want to look at. So we'll be on tomorrow night. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and until next time, go Bucs.